Hey, Madison, what can you do?
What? What do you mean?
You really can't do anything, can you? Gosh, you're a woman, and you can't even do housework properly. Normally, can't you cook if you're a woman?
Wait a second. Why are you so mad? Did I do something?
What? You're not aware of what you did? Oh my god, you're like unbelievable. You're a failure as a wife.
I don't understand. Saying that out of the blue doesn't make me feel so great.
Doesn't make you feel so great? That's what I should be saying. You embarrassed me in front of my colleagues.
What are you talking about? What did I ever do to you?
You still don't know? Today's lunch. Didn't I tell you I'm having lunch at a meeting today? So make me a real lunch?
Yeah, you told me. So I made you lunch like I was told, didn't I? I made sure to put in a club sandwich just like you told me. I also made all the sides from scratch.
You call that making a real lunch? Oh my god, this is unbelievable. The moment I opened the lid, it turned me off.
Why? What did you not like? I made everything you asked for.
You know my colleagues look inside my lunch? But what in the world was that? I can't show them a lunch that looks that dull.
Dull? I thought I was being careful about that.
What? Totally not okay. My lunch looked like it was made by an old person.
You're going to say it like that? You know, I have work just like you do. I get up and make breakfast even though I have to leave for work earlier than you. And even though I have a lot on my plate, I made lunch for you like you asked. Why should I have to be told off like this?
It's your own fault you can't even make a decent lunch. Gosh, you're such a letdown. Everyone tried to be polite and told me my lunch looks good. But inside, I bet they were thinking, oh my gosh, look at his lunch. You made me look like a fool. Take some responsibility.
I don't know what to say. I did my best. And your colleagues aren't the kind of people who would make fun of somebody's lunch. They wouldn't do that, right? You're a full-grown adult, you know?
You really don't get it, do you? These kinds of things matter later on. What are you going to do if this puts me in a position that makes me look like a fool?
Making you look like a fool is a little over-dramatic.
There you go, making fun of me. Whatever, I threw out over half my lunch. Don't ever make me such a gross-looking lunch again.
Terry, you're still not coming home? Sorry, but I had an early morning, so I'm going to bed.
What? You're telling me that you can't wait for your husband to come home?
You had a nice and slow morning, so it may be okay for you. But I've been up since 4:30. I want to clean the house and stuff tomorrow. So I want to go to bed early.
No. My colleagues say that their wives always wait for them to come home. You should do at least that much too.
Your colleagues' wives are almost all housewives, aren't they? So they have more time. I wish you wouldn't compare me, who works full-time, to them.
Don't make excuses. At my colleague Mike's house, which is where I am, his wife makes us feel at home and makes us all kinds of appetizers. They're all delicious, and the alcohol just keeps coming.
Okay, well, good for you. You were telling me Mike's wife is a housewife. I bet her cooking is delicious.
Yeah, it's so good. It's completely different from the nasty food you make.
How dare you say such a thing? The way you always compare me and always want what you can't have, doesn't that make you feel imperfect?
All you have to do is become a decent wife and do what you're supposed to do. Compared to my colleagues' wives, you're just defected goods. That's why you annoy me like this.
What the heck? So you want to say it's my fault?
Who else is at fault? Anyways, there's a get-together at our place next time, so you better prepare some appetizers too.
What? Wait a second. Why our place? You can't just say that out of the blue.
So aren't I telling you that it's next week? You have a week, so you should be able to prepare. Seriously, don't make any weird food. At the same time, it'll seem strange if it's all store-bought. You really better make some delicious food. You got it?
I said wait a second. I have work as usual, you know. You're telling me to get home from work and then prepare for your get-together?
Can't you do that much? But like, aren't I nice enough to not just bring over somebody without notice? I'm telling you what day they're coming over, so I wish you would be appreciative.
You want me to be appreciative. If you're so worried about my cooking, you should just go to a bar. Why do you have to bring them over?
I'm having a get-together at my colleague's place today. So naturally, the next one became our place. So what? You want me to decline? You're telling me to say, let's go to a bar because my wife can't cook? Are you trying to make me look bad again after that lunch you made?
It's not like that.
You're my wife, so just shut up and listen to me. Okay, bye.
Wait, Terry! Wait! Don't just decide everything. Hey! Did everyone go home? I mean, did they take the train? I said I would give you guys a ride, but you insisted on walking it off.
Hey, you. Don't you have anything to say to me?
What? Anything to say?
Don't play dumb. I'm not going home tonight.
What do you mean? Wait. Are you mad about something?
No crap. I told you so many times not to make me a fool in front of my colleagues. This time, I'm really not forgiving you. I'm really pissed off today.
Hang on a second. What? Did I do something? I really don't know why you're so mad.
What? You put out that nasty food. How many times do you have to make me look like a fool in front of my colleagues? Is it on purpose? Did you purposely put out that disgusting food to embarrass me?
No, I didn't. I really tried my best. Besides, all of your colleagues said it was really tasty. Everybody was praising me.
Of course, that was all to be polite. When I went over to Mike's last week, the food looked more delicious. I was so embarrassed. It's all your fault if I stick out at work.
Hey, you're overthinking this. Your colleagues cleaned their plates and went home. I don't think anyone is thinking that much about it. Wasn't everyone drinking and having a good time? Even if the food was nothing special, I don't think that would make you stick out. That'll never happen.
What? What do you know? I was definitely heading towards a position to be made fun of. And I was supposed to redeem myself with the get-together. How can you do this?
Knock it off! You should have made it yourself if you were going to be picky. You're always comparing me to your colleagues' wives. You just want to hound me, don't you?
Huh? Why are you the one who's getting upset? I'm the one who should be pissed.
Fine. Do whatever. If you're not coming home, that's fine with me. Stop pushing me around. Bye.
Hey, Madison, don't ignore me. Hey, answer me, you piece of trash wife. I'm going on a business trip from tomorrow. You better make sure everything is ready for me to leave tomorrow.
Wait. Didn't I tell you that I'm going out for dinner with a friend? I just met up with her, so I'm coming home late tonight.
What do I care? Just do it when you get home.
I want to go to bed when I get home because I have work tomorrow. Sorry, but can't you get your own things ready for this business trip?
What? What the heck are you saying? You call that being my wife? Who do you think you are?
What? Why do I have to get yelled at like this? In the beginning, you used to get ready yourself for your business trips. Why are you making me do it? Even though you can do it yourself.
My colleagues' wives all get their stuff ready for them when going business trips. So that's what women do, right?
What about single people?
Huh?
Men with wives might get to have their things ready for them. But there are single people, right? So what, those people just don't go on business trips?
No.
You too. You didn't go on business trips before we got married? Oh, or did your mom get your things ready for you? Oh my gosh, really? You used to be able to do it by yourself when we first got married. I wonder if I was seeing things.
Don't make fun of me. Of course I can get my own stuff ready. I'm just saying that if you have a wife, that's the wife's job.
Ugh, so stupid. Why do you have to ask your wife to do things when you can do them yourself? You can do it yourself, right? Then do it. Even if I did it, you would just complain.
Don't keep talking back to me. Listen, My colleagues' wives will do just as they're told without complaining. You want to be a decent wife too, right? If you get my stuff ready for me, I'll tell everyone at work that you're a good wife.
No thanks.
What? Don't be modest. Wouldn't it make you happy to have your husband brag about what a good wife he has?
Not really. I would be kind of half forced to do it, so being praised about that wouldn't really mean anything to me.
I'm going out on a limb here for you. You better cut it out. You'll fail me as a wife?
There you go again, threatening me whenever you don't like something. Do you call that a marriage?
If you want to stay married, you better work at it. Anyways, get my things ready for my business trip, got it? Hey, I'm almost at the station. I'm tired and my colleague and I were drinking, so come pick me up. Hey, are you listening? Answer me. Your husband's trying to reach you.
Excuse me, what time do you think it is? It's past midnight.
What do I care? I'm over here tired from my business trip. I wanted to drink some more, but had to wrap it up because of the last train. Whatever. Just get over here and pick me up, you dumb wife.
You better cut it out. I am neither your maid nor your butler. Don't think that I would do whatever you want when it suits you.
What did you say to me? It's the day your husband gets home from his business trip. And you can't listen to him?
Please consider the time. I have work tomorrow too. I was sleeping until a second ago. You woke me up with all of your messages and calling.
Don't blame it on others. It was wrong of you to go to sleep before your husband got home in the first place. I got back really tired from work. You should be welcoming me home.
I was working today too.
Anyone can do your low-level job. Don't compare it with my business trip. Just hurry up and come pick me up. My colleagues' wives are all here to pick them up, you know.
Then why don't you marry someone else?
What? What are you talking about? What happened all of a sudden?
You want someone to pick you up, right? Sorry, but I'm not picking you up at this hour. If you're going to complain about that, why don't you find someone who won't mind and marry them?
Hey, don't joke around about stuff like that. I mean, you're the one who's going to struggle if we split up. Don't say such a thing so lightly.
I'm not saying it lightly. I'm saying it because I really think that's okay.
Huh? Hey, you better cut it out. It's your fault because you can't be a decent wife. I'm saying all of this because it's what you get.
Aren't you essentially misunderstanding this? You compare me to the wives of your colleagues? But what about you?
What? Me? What are you talking about?
I was listening to you guys talk the other night. Your colleagues really cared about their wives. They said they would help out with the house chores, and they really cared for each other. But you yell at me and make me look stupid. You compare me to others. And yet you want me to be like the other wives? Get out of here!
Hey, Madison, what's the matter? Today you're acting kind of...
I'm telling you to take a look at your own rotten personality before you go judging others. You piece of trash husband!
What? It's your fault because you don't serve me. Fine, you're a failed wife. Get out!
You don't have to tell me. I'm done with people like you. I hope you marry someone who will slave for you next time. Terry kept calling me persistently, but I ignored all of his calls and drove to my parents' house. Thankfully, their house was close to mine, so I could commute to work with no problem. Terry came to my parents' house to apologize, but I had no intention of forgiving him. So I made him sign the divorce papers on the spot and divorced him. Since Terry can't do a single house chore, he wears a wrinkled shirt and buys his lunch every day to work. How did he become more useless than before we got married? I hope I can find a partner who will treat me as their equal. Someone who actually cares about me.
Yo, Ellie, what's up with today's lunch? It's all frozen food. Plus, I see some leftovers. Talk about cutting corners.
Sorry, Aiden.
I had severe morning sickness today, so I couldn't cook.
Morning sickness. Is morning sickness such a big deal that you couldn't even bother to cook?
It seems to vary depending on the person. But it was so bad for me today, I couldn't even bear the smell of food.
You sure you're not just overreacting?
Huh?
There's a lot of women at my workplace. Being a cosmetics company, our CEO is a woman, and about 70% of the staff are women.
Yeah, and?
Pregnant women are all working as usual. They continue to work even after their bellies show. You're a housewife, and you can't even bother to cook?
That's why I told you it depends on the person.
Then why is everyone at work okay? Everyone's working their butts off like usual. Are you managing your health? Maybe that's the problem.
My health? It's a reaction to pregnancy. I can't control that.
You've been sleeping all the time since getting pregnant. Is that good for your health? The last holiday, I invited you to go out, but you just slept all day.
Strong drowsiness is a symptom of early pregnancy. I myself don't want to be sleeping all day.
You only seem to be being lazy to me. Is it really because of pregnancy? Aren't you just using it as an excuse?
No, Aiden, why are you so cold since I got pregnant? I'm bearing your child. Can't you be more nice?
Because you're always using pregnancy as an excuse.
I don't intend to be making excuses.
You reject eating out due to your condition. You're always trying to take naps. You're putting off chores and the laundry is piling up.
Pregnancy is a big deal, you know? I'm carrying an additional life. It comes with sickness. It wrecks your hormonal balance. Could you please learn more about pregnancy?
I told you, I see everyone working fine at work. The CEO's daughter is pregnant, but she shows up to work every day. I think she's in about the same stage as you.
Don't compare me to others. My sickness is severe.
I've seen so many pregnant women at work. That's why I can say, hey, let's work out this weekend.
What?
You need to move around.
It's not like I'm sitting on my butt all day. I go shopping, clean when I can.
It's not enough. You need to move around more to accommodate that additional life.
What kind of reasoning is that? That's impossible.
Don't you say impossible. It's no doubt due to your lack of exercise. You're making me worry. I'll be coaching you. Don't worry. Ellie, I got off work early today. You cooking dinner? If you haven't started yet, I want fish.
Sorry, I can't.
Huh?
I feel so sluggish. I have a headache and nausea.
Come on. Did the exercise give you muscle aches?
It's not muscle aches. It's because you forced me up when I'm sick and made me exercise. I'm really sick today. Go eat out or get delivery.
What? I got off early today. You're so weak.
It's not that.
Pregnant women need to exercise. Lying around is only going to make you fat and cause disease. Ellie, you've gotten a little plump lately.
I'm pregnant. How am I not going to gain weight? The doctor says it's optimal weight. I'm not fat.
What about the sickness?
She says to take things easy. I even got herbal medicine for the sickness.
Is it helping?
It's not that simple.
Then you need to work out.
Are you listening? The pregnant lady I talked to at the clinic also said that exercising should be limited. She only walks to work.
See? That's it. She works, right? She walks to work and must be moving around at work too.
I hear she does desk work.
But she has the energy to work. You see? It's because you're being so lazy that you feel sick.
Seriously, are you listening? The sickness depends on the person.
I'm trying to improve things for you. Why do you not appreciate my kindness?
The doctor can't do anything about it. Why would you be able to? Helping out with chores would make things a lot better.
There you go, trying to weasel your way out of work. You women, always using pregnancy as an excuse.
What?
There are lazy ones like you at work too. Though very few. And they all end up quitting. You get it? They're not needed.
Your company has good benefits, right?
But a lot of people in my department quit. No work, no pay.
don't put it that way. You're pretty high up in the ranks. You need to be more considerate.
Enough. Just do as I say. You can rest today, but go pull out the weeds tomorrow.
Alone?
I've got work. It's not that much area, you'll be done in a day.
I might not be feeling better tomorrow.
But you're not sick. Women must have had it a whole lot worse back in the day. No washing machine, no food delivery. Even taking a bath required chopping wood. Compared to that, look at you.
How many centuries ago would that be?
Women have always been bearing children, no matter how hard life was. You live in such an industrialized society and you still complain? If you can't manage your health, don't have children.
How dare you say that?
Because you're too lazy. Get some exercise and get healthy. Ellie, I heard your message. You got taken to the hospital? You're so pathetic.
What?
That's why I warned you so much. It's because you don't work out, idiots. I bet you haven't even done the weeds.
Mr. McFadden, your wife, it's too late.
Huh? Who's this? Are you not Ellie?
This is Wendy. I work as a secretary at your company. Ring a bell?
What? The CEO's daughter?
Yes.
Oh, please, pardon me. But why do you have my wife's phone?
I met Ellie at the clinic. I brought her to the hospital. I had a checkup scheduled today. My mother was driving me and I happened to see Ellie looking ill.
I see. I apologize for my wife troubling you. She can't even manage her own health. It's quite embarrassing. I've always been telling her to not be so lazy.
Are you serious?
Yes?
You've got some nerve talking about your wife like that.
Huh?
Why did you force her to do chores until she crashed? She's been told by the doctor to take things easy. I know she has been telling you about her sickness. And you make her pull out weeds?
Well, she really just spends all day laying around. I only recommended she get some exercise.
I've been told it was forced on her. You pulled her out of bed and forced her to exercise.
She tends to pretend to be sick.
She's pregnant. Pregnancy is a big deal.
But everyone at our company is working just fine. My wife seems to be so easy on herself.
Those who continue to work have relatively light symptoms. Those who cannot work are allowed to take leave.
Oh, really?
You just notice them by seeing their bellies. My mother makes sure to provide a women-friendly work environment. Please do not tell me you've been making such remarks at work.
No, definitely not. I'm always astonished that so many pregnant women are able to work like normal.
And what about those who cannot?
What do you mean?
Those who have difficulty coping with pregnancy and menstruation. How have you been caring for them?
My department does not have many such people.
I see. Very well. And are you not worried about your wife? I told you, it's too late.
Ah, yes, sorry. I was so surprised it was you.
But the condition of your wife should be top priority. Are you not coming to the hospital?
No, I'll head over right now. But what do you mean by too late?
Everything. Please ask her yourself.
Ellie, sorry. Can I go see you? Please don't refuse my visitation.
No, I'm still recovering.
But you can message me like this, right? Then you should be able to talk.
Seeing your face will make me feel worse. So no.
Don't say that. I was called out by the CEO. She was infuriated. I'm being transferred out of my department to work in supplies.
Is that so?
That's all you have to say? It's your fault. You were blabbing about me to her daughter.
My fault. It's all true.
Yeah, but I really regret what I did. I finally see how hard it is to be pregnant. So I want to apologize.
I was so sick every day. The morning sickness, the drowsiness. I would even get anemic. It was so hard without your understanding. It was unbearable.
I'm so sorry.
I've had enough. I'm having the child by myself. I don't need you.
What do you mean? How are you going to make it alone? You can't do chores and take care of the child alone. And you don't work. How are you going to pay for things?
I'll have your child support and child care benefits. Not to mention some savings from when I was single. I'll have my parents help me, so I'll be okay.
You won't be okay. You need me with you. I'll do the chores and help take care of the child.
What makes you think you can? You never did chores before.
I've changed.
You just feel that way because of what you went through at work. I don't trust you anymore. You were probably just told by your boss to apologize to me, no? I've always been begging you, but you didn't try to understand.
I think I needed the input of a third person.
Well, then you don't need me anymore. That settles things.
Come on. I really see how bad I was.
Really? You are just blaming me for being transferred. Doesn't seem like you understand. You'll just repeat the same thing if I let you off the hook now.
No, I won't. I'll change. If I don't, then you can divorce me. I'll sign the paper.
No! You said I shouldn't have children if I can't manage my health. I don't want to be with someone with that attitude. I understand that it is hard for men to become aware of their role as a father, but you never had any consideration for me. This is not just a matter of pregnancy.
I'm so sorry. I'll be a good father. I won't have purpose in life without you. No meaning to live.
My child and I were about to lose our lives because of you. All you care about is yourself. That does no good for us. I really thought it was over when I got carried to the hospital. So, we need a divorce.
Ellie, please don't say that. Forgive me.
You're such a bother. I'll be straightforward. You need to disappear. You only make my sickness worse. I need to manage my health for this baby. It came to light that my husband had been very cold to those at work having difficulty with their maternity issues. And he was transferred by the CEO's order. He should be grateful he wasn't fired, but he got greatly depressed from the demotion and wage cut. On top of that, with everyone glaring at him at work, I doubt he'll last much longer. The divorce talks were not smooth either, but the attorney that Wendy introduced to me was very helpful in getting things settled. I even got compensation for pain and suffering. My ex-husband seems to be a wreck now, but I don't care as long as the child support checks keep coming in. I'll just sue him if the payments stop. Even if he becomes unemployed, I'll make him sell his property. I will make him take responsibility for this child. I have moved in with my parents since leaving the hospital. My health is coming back, and I should be fine by the time I give birth. I will not forget to be thankful to everyone supporting me and give back by having a healthy child. I will raise my child to the best of my ability to make up for the father not being around. I'm off to a fresh new start with my soon-to-be-born child.